Hi, welcome to a bonus episode of Lean Blog Interviews. I'm your host, Mark Graban. Today we are talking with Patrick Adams. He's previously been a guest here on the podcast, so look in the show notes for a link to that episode. We talked about his book, Avoiding the Continuous Appearance Trap, a Shingo Publication Award winner. So Patrick, welcome back to the show. How are you?
Hey, good, Mark. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be back and excited to talk with your listeners and just kind of shamelessly plug an upcoming event that we have that I think can be super valuable for a lot of people. And so I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, great to be here. And I'm looking forward to joining you at the 2025 Lean Solutions Summit. So that's our topic here today to give a bit of preview of the event, September 23rd to 25th
That's
in
right.
Detroit, Michigan at the Weston Detroit Airport. So that's
Yes.
kind of not too far from where I grew up. So thank you for having it over there near
Oh,
Detroit.
yeah.
You're Michigan based, but you'll be coming over from the other side of the mitten.
That's right. Yeah, the Motor City. The last 2 years we've been in West Michigan at a really nice conference center on the water on this side, and we just felt like, let's shift over and give the other side of the state an opportunity to be involved in a closer venue. The Westin right at the airport is just an amazing conference center, and you can literally walk from the airport into the conference center. So for those that are coming in from out of state or out of country, it's going to be a whole lot easier than the last few years where you had to, fly in, jump on a
Yeah.
shuttle, and get to the conference center. But it'll be really nice. They run a number of conferences there, and everyone that has been involved in conferences has been like, that's just a great place, great venue, easy in, easy out.
Mhm.
And we got some really cool team building excursions and tours planned for around that area. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a challenge to move from our home location in West Michigan over to Detroit, but we're excited about it. The next couple of years, we're actually going to shift the summit around the U.S. a few different places. So Detroit is just the beginning of a few years of shifting around to different areas around the country. So we're excited about that.
Well, good. Well, I will look forward to future events and finding out where those are. But tell us about the Detroit event. Let's do some of the rundown of the highlights. First off, keynote speakers, yourself and two others.
Yeah, let me hit on the theme real quick before I
Okay.
get into the keynote, if that's
Oh,
okay.
good.
So I think the
Yeah,
theme
please.
will really kind of set the tone for the speakers that we've chosen, because the speakers are top notch. I mean, they're going to be fire. So the theme itself is Catalysts of Tomorrow: Shaping Future Leaders, and the focus is really on developing the next generation of leaders, and that's from not just from a coaching standpoint, but also what type of technology is necessary in the future as leaders are emerging and growing in organizations, as new people are coming into organizations that have a continuous improvement culture. What does it look like to come in and be a successful leader within an organization? And so we've very specifically chosen speakers, keynotes, and other speakers' workshops that align with that theme. And everything that we do within the summit is going to be very much focused within the development of new leaders. In fact, one of the other things that we're doing is we've offered a crazy significant discount for college students, because we really want to load up the summit with as many young people as we possibly can. And one other thing that I'll just say before we go to the speakers, the Michigan Lean Consortium is running a kind of a mini competition. We run a large global competition at the summit, but the Michigan Lean Consortium is running a mini competition specifically for college students. And so it'll be a fun way to for college students to get involved, and also they're raising money for scholarships for young people to be able to receive training through a university or through an organization that offers continuous improvement certifications or training. So, so again, that'll just be a big part of kind of tying back into that theme. So before we go to the keynotes now, any questions on the theme?
No, it's to be we often talk about, or Toyota uses language around being a people development organization. So it
Yeah,
sounds like the theme is being a people development conference, a leader development. I love that theme.
absolutely. Yeah,
Even though I stumbled through my articulation of that, I love the theme.
yes, all about the people. And,
Yeah.
again, it's like there's so many of us that have significant experience in, continuous improvement, operational excellence, lean, kata, agile. So why not come together and really with a focus on how do we pass the torch? How do we continue to help organizations to develop and grow in their skills, their habits, the knowledge, the just developing those learning organizations? How do we continue to make sure that that's happening into the future? Because we know the value that it brings to organizations. Everyone that's listening here knows the value that this methodology brings to organizations and this type of thinking. And so we need to just make sure that we're supporting that long term going into the
Mm-hmm.
future. So we're excited about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, going into our keynote. So in the morning of day one, you mentioned the dates. So September 23rd is our tour day. That's a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So you can fly in on Monday, you can fly in on Tuesday, but the tours leave Tuesday morning. We have a number of tours that are going out, including the Ford Rouge Factory, a deep dive into Ford Motor Company. And then we also have Zingerman's and Menlo. Rich Sheridan will be available. Tom Root is one of our keynote speakers from Zingerman's. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's another really, really great tour. And it's right down the street from the conference center. So that happens on the 23rd. But then we'll be kicking off the summit the morning of the 24th with Mike Rother and myself. We'll be doing a bit of a opening presentation, probably a little bit different than what you have experienced at other summits. We try to flip the script a bit and just change things up. So Mike Rother and I will be interviewing Mark Rosenthal and Danielle Smith. So we'll be
Mm-hmm.
talking specifically about the theme and interviewing the two of them and really just diving into this whole idea, from two very separate spectrums. Mark, who's been in the CI world for years and has an extensive amount of experience, and Danielle, who's new to lean. She's new to operational excellence, and she's young, she's early, she's hungry, and so we'll be talking to the two of them and just really having fun with that in the morning, and obviously just appreciate Mike Rother's willingness to be part of that. I mean, he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't normally get up on stage and present, so this is a little bit of a treat for everyone that's coming to the
Yeah.
summit. Mike will be involved in the opening keynote, and then also he'll be involved in our panel discussion, which happens at the end of day two. So you're not going to want to miss that. Obviously, for those of you that know Mike, he's got a wealth of knowledge. He'll be at the summit the entire 2 days, and
Mm-hmm.
he loves to chat with people and answer questions and just network. So
Yeah.
so that's opening.
Yeah.
We have Tom Root I mentioned from
Mm-hmm.
Zingerman's, and he has a ton of energy. He's going to bring it to the stage. He's going to get
Mm-hmm.
people moving. We're going to have some fun. We're going to be laughing. We're going to be, I don't know, maybe crying. He's got good stories, a great storyteller. But the work that they've done at Zingerman's, if you've never toured Zingerman's, is just amazing. Mark, have you ever been to Zingerman's?
Only to the Zingerman's Deli as a
Okay.
customer, but no,
Oh,
never on a tour. And actually, I use being out of state. Zingerman's mail order is one of my favorite go-to for gifts.
oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
crazy good.
yeah.
Yeah, they have a number of small businesses within the Zingerman's umbrella, and they
Mm-hmm.
do a lot of really really good stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
the whole I mean, the way that they do things there, even just talking about the mail order side of things from a customer service perspective, I went there. I don't know, it was a couple years ago. And right before the holidays, and they were just kind of getting ready, and they were walking me through how they are able to deliver good customer service, good quality, in the fashion that they do for the vast number of customers that they have with not a huge team. And they do some pretty cool stuff with how they manage that and what it looks like in their customer service area. So that was kind of cool. But anyways, so Tom will be one of our keynotes, and then we have Stefan Theringer, who's a he is originally from Germany, and he is a thought leader. He is a so I spent some time with him at a place out west, and he will definitely we will definitely be in tears when this guy talks. So he is a huge people development person. He's built various companies, and his big focus is all around the importance of people. And his storytelling abilities are through the roof. He's going to bring real stories. He's going to bring emotion. He's exciting to listen to. I mean, again, you're going to laugh, you're going to cry. It's going to be, again, just something that you don't normally experience at a lean conference. Just completely different. But from a leadership development, from a people development perspective, you're going to be blown away by the things that you walk away with just by those couple keynotes that you're going to experience. And that's only the beginning. We're talking about the tip of the iceberg here. Mark, you're obviously going to be speaking. And for anyone that hasn't heard Mark speak, I mean, the where you come from with the case studies, the data, and again, our summit is open to all different industries. So we actually have 4 tracks, and healthcare is one of them. And Mark speaks normally from a healthcare perspective.
My talk here will be, kind of aimed a little bit more broadly for people in any industry on, psychological safety as a foundation for lean and continuous improvement.
Love it. And again, if you, those of you that are listening in, I mean, you hear Mark on the podcast, you read his blogs, you've probably read his books. But if you haven't met him in person and you haven't heard him from the stage, this is your opportunity, because you'll be blown away. I've heard Mark speak a number of times, and every time that I hear you speak, Mark, I walk away with something new, whether it's a story that you tell, data that you bring to the presentation, or, again, just emotion, like real stuff that people are dealing with from a psychological safety standpoint. It's important stuff that we need to know as leaders, and we need to be able to apply in our organization. So, so I'm going to stop. I can just talk forever, Mark. So you got to interrupt me.
No, it's all right. Well, thank you for your kind words. And the list of different speakers is too long to go through. I'm going to name drop people who have been guests on this podcast in the past.
Perfect.
So that includes, and I'll apologize if I miss anybody, Chad Barather, John Dyer. Let's see, I'm scrolling. It's a big list. Billy Taylor, Katie Anderson, Scott Galvin, who was very recently a guest here talking about respect for people. And I'm also going to shout out my good friend, Deborah Leventrosser, who has been involved with the Michigan Lean Consortium for so long. So again, that's just scratching the surface of what looks like a great lineup of speakers.
Oh yeah. And it's funny because you mentioned Katie Anderson and Billy Taylor, also Thilo Schwartz. Those were 3 of our keynotes from last year. And, we like to change up our speakers or our keynotes every year. And, all 3 of them were like, listen, I don't care where you use me. I'm coming back next year. And I'm like, well, I mean, you guys are keynote level speakers. I feel bad, like not having you keynote. And they're like, no, just throw us in where you need us. I mean, if you know Katie, Billy Ray, Thilo, they're all just servant leaders. They want to help. They want to help develop people, coach people. I mean, that's their purpose. And so they're like, just let me know where you need me and I will jump in wherever. So literally we have the 3 of them who keynoted last year are going to be running breakouts, but they're also, Thilo last year did a kata workshop. He's doing that again. He's also going to be helping out with the lean competition. And we're going to be incorporating a little bit more kata thinking into that. But also, we're running what's called the executive track this year. And
Mm-hmm.
this is brand new for the summit. But Katie, Billy, and Tilo and myself will be kind of helping to facilitate that experience. We're calling it an experience because it's going to be very, very much customized to the 10 executive leaders that are in attendance for this particular part of the event. So they'll have access to the other stuff, tours and team building stuff, and the cocktail hour and all that good stuff. But during breakouts, they're going to go into their own room, and they're going to be led through a very customized experience that is going to be curated based on answers that they give when they register. And so it'll be very much a focused discussions, conversations, and networking with other executive leaders like yourself who are dealing with similar challenges. And so that's going to be a great experience. So that's a whole nother track
Mm-hmm.
that's offered. Those of you that have told me the last 2 years, oh my gosh, I wish my boss was here. Oh, I wish the CEO came.
Yeah.
This is your chance. Throw out that elevate experience, and it's a great opportunity. Those spots will go fast. So definitely jump on that if you're an executive or you know someone that's an executive.
Yeah. Well, great. Well, maybe the last thing we can touch on here, you mentioned it. And I think this is a really unique aspect to the Lean Solutions Summit, the Lean competition, or I see as it's
Yes.
being labeled here, the Lean Excellence World Championship. Tell us a little bit
Yes.
about that.
Oh, what a great event. So we have 4 teams that are going to compete against each other. And we've done this a number of times. And every year, this is the highlight of the summit. It's so much fun. In fact, the last couple of years, we've kind of left it as if you want to go watch the competition, go ahead. And we haven't really offered time for people to go see it because they'd be in breakouts. So people were kind of torn, like, do I go to the competition? Do I go to the breakouts? Well, this year we've actually opened up a little bit of time where everyone will have the opportunity to watch the competition. And it's a crazy, awesome experience. The John Dyer actually kind of leads the whole thing. And if you've ever been one of his workshops, it's a ton of fun. But these 4 teams are coming, and I know Zingerman's has a team, and I know Lean Alaska has a team. I'd have to think about who the other teams are. But anyways, so teams of 6 are going to compete against each other. Now, I can't give too much information here because we're trying to we change up what they're actually doing every year just so that they can't cheat and watch what happened last year.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, last couple of years, we've like last year we teamed up with an organization that brought in truck cabs, and they assembled truck cabs. We this year we're assembling it. We're opening it up. It's not going to be manufacturing heavy. It's going to be administrative. It's going to be industry, but there's a product that they're creating that will be donated to a local nonprofit organization that helps homeless people transition into long-term housing. And so we wanted to, instead of just kind of disassembling everything and putting it back into a truck and putting it into a warehouse, we wanted to take the results, the outcome of that competition, and do something good for the community that the summit will be taking place in. So there's a local nonprofit organization that will be receiving a truckload of something that will help them with the service that they offer to the community. So I think that's a really cool part of the competition. As I said, Tilo is going to be jumping in on the competition this year and offering some kata coaching. Again, I don't want to give too many details away here, but it's going to be crazy fun. It's fun to watch. It's fun to just listen in. There's judging, and then we give away some awards on day 2. So it's a great experience all around.
Yeah. Well, I'll look forward to seeing that. So it'll be my first time here at the event. Again, it's the Lean Solutions Summit in Detroit at the airport, September 23rd to 25th. So you can learn more at findleansolutions.com and look for the Lean Summit page. I'll also put a link in the show notes for people to check that out directly. So Patrick, thanks for being here today. Thank you for the preview of what I know from what I've heard from people about previous years, what a great event this is going to be. So thanks again for the preview.
Oh, I appreciate you bringing me on, Mark, and just the ability to talk about it. I'm sure people can hear the passion and the excitement that I have. It's by far the highlight of the year for not just for me, but for many people. It's a ton of fun. Love to connect with everybody, like-minded people, and just the conversations, the networking that happens. It's just overall just a really a highlight for anyone in attendance. So I look forward to seeing everybody. And Mark, I really appreciate you and your the fact that you put this out there. So thank you very much.
Okay, sure thing.